The IANA Stewardship Transition. Where are we now? In March 2014, the NTIA, a U.S. government agency, announced its intention to transition stewardship of the IANA functions to the global, multi-stakeholder community. What does this mean? The U.S. government has had a historical role in overseeing certain key Internet functions, collectively known as the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority or IANA. These include management of the global pools of Internet number resources, making the regional Internet registries and our communities key stakeholders in this process. Currently, these functions are operated by ICANN, the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. A global response to the NTIA's announcement was required. All the communities involved in the IANA functions were asked to develop a transition plan to transfer the stewardship role from the U.S. government to the multi-stakeholder community. Discussion on how to do this began in venues around the world. As a result of these discussions, an IANA Stewardship Transition Coordination Group, or ICG, was formed. The ICG identified 3 specific communities with strong interest in the IANA functions: the Names Community, the Numbers Community, and the Protocol Parameters Community, and asked each to develop their own plans for transferring the IANA stewardship. To develop the Numbers Community proposal, the 5 regional Internet registries used well-established, community-driven, bottom-up processes to facilitate discussions at the regional level. A consolidated RIR IANA Stewardship Proposal Team, or CRISP team, made up of representatives from each RIR community, brought together the output of these regional discussions and merged them into a single number community proposal. On January 15, 2015, following extensive community consultation, the CRISP team submitted the Number Communities proposal to the ICG. The Numbers Community proposal prioritizes stability, security, and reliability, quality of service, and community empowerment. In a nutshell, the proposal would see ICANN continue in its current role as IANA functions operator. The RIRs representing their communities would assume stewardship of the number-related IANA functions, the role currently held by the NTIA. The 3 key elements of the Numbers proposal are a new contract with ICANN in the form of a service-level agreement for the provision of the IANA numbering functions, the establishment of a review committee to evaluate the IANA services, and clarification on intellectual property issues, including the use of the IANA.org domain name. Importantly, the number community will continue to have responsibility for all policy development processes related to Internet number resource allocation. So what's next? With the 3 community proposals now submitted, the ICG is working to integrate them into a single IANA Stewardship Transition proposal for the NTIA. Drafting of this proposal and community discussion around it has already begun. The ICG expects to finalize its proposal around the ICANN 54 meeting in Dublin this October, after which the ICANN board will deliver it to NTIA along with the outcomes of the related community-driven work on ICANN accountability. The NTIA's review and evaluation phase is likely to take 4 to 5 months, including a legislative review by the U.S. Congress. During this time, groundwork to implement the ICG proposal will proceed so that when the final sign-off from the U.S. government is received, the IANA stewardship can be smoothly transitioned. The completion of this process will be a historic event and make the stewardship of the IANA functions, which are so integral to the Internet, truly a global responsibility. Until October 2015, there will be numerous opportunities for community input to the ICG transition proposal. As we move to consolidate, approve, and implement the IANA transition, it's vital that the views of the number community be heard. Join the NRO IANA transfer mailing list to follow the number community discussions and find more information, links, and all the latest updates at nro.net.